C8 Pate, back at you with another video. And in today's video, we are talking about regular maintenance on your Can-Am Ryker. So this could be annual maintenance or just things that you actually need for the bike. No really set order, but we'll do 1 through 10, the top 10 things that are regular maintenance on these bikes. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button right now and become a part of this wonderful three-wheel community. This video is for Ryker 600 and 900 regular maintenance. So let's get into the first thing. It's this fuel pump. So I see these things usually priced at around $175, but they go up to about $460. I recently saw where somebody's bike was down, and I know this person personally, and they went to the dealer, and out the door they were charged $505 for the fuel pump. And they didn't even put the fuel pump on. All they did was just give the part. So these things get kind of pricey, or can get kind of pricey. I see a lot of people, just like the one that we see pictured in the photo that's on the screen right now. A bike will get crashed with like 500 miles on it. They'll part it out, and some people are smart enough to know that you need this, right? So they will sell it for like $125, $148 online, and it is saving you a couple of bucks. This little filter right here is supposed to be changed every 6,000 miles. That's on the end of it. Sometimes you have to change the whole fuel pump. So if your bike isn't starting, you're starting it and it's always hesitating. Sometimes people think it's the battery. It's not. It's the fuel pump. And when you have the bike started with no music on or anything, you'll hear a slight humming sound. It'll be kind of faint. That's the fuel pump. But the other indicator is when you try to start the bike and it's constantly hesitating. So it's some people, you'll take it to the dealer, people are assessing it wrong. They're like, oh, it's the battery, and it's not even the battery. So wanted to stay on that one for a minute and just really fully explain that fuel pump, because this has been an issue. You know, it will become an issue as your bike gets older. Oil change. As we can see, the 900cc is $85 for the oil kit, $73 for the 600cc. Now, I'm not going to go into pricing on what the dealer, I'll mention some of it, what the dealer might charge or so on and so forth, but I'm going to assume that most of you guys are going to do this work yourself to save you, a few bucks. So you see the pricing on the kit. Usually if you go to the dealer for the oil and to do the job, the dealer's going to probably charge you about $175 usually, depending if they're not trying to get over on you. Filter change. These filters, there's 2 filters, one on each side of your bike that look like this. When they get dirty, there is no reusing them. You have to throw them away. As we can see, they're $44 for the filters. Or you can do like I did and go with the K&N filters, which are usually about $60. And these are, as you can see on screen, reusable. So you can wash it out, and then you dry it, and then there's an oil that you put in it, and there's actually a cleaner for it. So these are good for 100,000 miles. So that's why I suggest these. So that is my number 3 maintenance thing. Brakes is number 4. Brakes are number 4 on my list. So as we can see with brakes, roughly it's about, for the rear and the front, it's about $140 overall. If you recently got your brakes changed and you got your rear and your front brakes for cheaper, get in the comment section and let me know. I know if you go to the dealer is going to charge you about 2 hours worth of labor for like brakes. And then if you need rotors, I think it's like 3 hours or whatever it is. These are the rotors. So then, again, it's a rear rotor. The rotors are going for, from what I've noticed, 115 to 120. Again, you got the front and then you got the rear. Get in the comment section if you recently changed your rotors out on your Can-Am Ryker. What was the pricing that you had on yours? So rotors are number 5. Brakes was number 4. One of the most important maintenance things that you have to do is the CVT belt, the dreaded CVT belt. It pops straight up on your screen and it tells you when something's wrong, right? So this is different than the brakes and the rotors and stuff like that. With the brakes and the rotors, you're going to start hearing them squeak or grind or whatever. Something's wrong, just like a car. It's time to get them done. With the CVT belt, it pops straight up on your screen telling you on your instrument cluster that your transmission belt needs to be changed. So what I hated about this one is it needs to be changed every 10 to 12,000 miles. Most dealers are going to charge you for the belt and to put it on about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. So I say again, learn how to do it yourself. As you can see here, the belt's going for about $249. You can also get the Dyno Jet one for and save some bucks for like $164. So with that being said, you have to crack the middle of this bike open, the clamshell, to put this thing on. While you're in there, you might as well change the spark plugs out since you got the bike, fully open and the whole nine. You might as well do that job as well. This is one of the most expensive regular maintenance jobs that has to be done on your bike. Again, it's every 10 to 12,000 miles. It may be before that, depending on how many burnouts you do on your damn bike, it'll go quicker. I suggest you go over and you check out my boy, Dave Ramsey. You go check him out and get the whole kit, get everything itself. So you get the belt with him, you get the spark plugs, and you get the thing that's going to help you, the tool that's going to help you put the belt on. Without this, you can't put the belt on, this tool that I'm showing and blowing up right now. So he sells the whole kit for $216. You're lucky today as well. You go to www.blrtuning.com, tell them C8 Pate sent you. You get a discount code if you use, under discount code, use my channel name, C8 Pate. You get a 10% discount on anything that's on his site. So shout out to my boy, Bill Ramsey. You get a 10% discount if you use C8 Pate at www.blrtuning.com. My boy Bill Ramsey, his site is the site to go to for a lot of these Can-Am parts. So that CVT belt is number 6. Number 7 are the spark plugs. So with Bill Ramsey's kit, you get the spark plugs with it. But if you don't get his kit and you're going to buy the spark plugs separately, it's 2 spark plugs. As you see, the 600 only needs 2 spark plugs. The 900 needs 3 spark plugs. So basically the 200 is a 2-cylinder, system. It needs 2 spark plugs. The 900 or the Rally is a 3-cylinder. So it needs 3 spark plugs, and it's $30 for those 3 spark plugs. Or, as I said, you can go to my boy Bill Ramsey and you can get all of it together. You can buy it as a bundle. Tires. Again, we don't know when these tires are going to go out. You're just slipping and sliding all around. It depends on how many burnouts you're doing. What you're doing with the bike depends on when you're going to need tires. As we can see, the tires are going for about $300 total. With shipping and everything, maybe like $320. So the rear is going for about $174, depending on what size you're going to get. The fronts are going to go for about $109. And again, that just depends on what size, you're getting with these. So about roughly $300 for a set of tires. And then that's before you get somebody to put them on. Learn how to take care of your bike. Ladies, if you don't know how to deal with anything in your bike, make sure the guy in your life knows what he's doing. It could save you a ton of money if you know how to take care of this stuff on your bike and not have to take it to the dealer. In the long run, it helps you overall. Because some of the dealers right now, I know the person that had the fuel pump problem, she called the dealer and the dealer told her it was like 4 weeks out. One dealer said 4 weeks out before they can get the bike in. Another dealer said 3 weeks. She got the part herself. She had her husband put it on or whatever. Boom, her bike was right back up within a couple of days. So it saves you time, money, energy, the whole 9. So number 8 are the tires. Number 9 are other fluids. So the brake fluid it'll tell you right up on your cluster. It's going to pop up and say that you need brake fluid. If you actually need brake fluid, it actually tells you. It's not like a light. It actually comes across your bar telling you brake fluid. Coolant, you can kind of tell when your coolant light is going up a little bit more than you wanted to go up, or so on and so forth. So then you just add coolant. Coolant's only $10, so not a big deal. That brake fluid's only basically $10. Well, coolant's $11, brake fluid $10. Then you also have fuel stabilizers. So in all of the gas that we have, there's a lot of ethanol in the gas, right? So this helps kind of clean the system out overall and stabilize the fuel system. So I say definitely go out and get that as well. So these are number 9, the fluids and different things that you need for the bike. And number 10 on the list, last, battery and fuses. So I put battery and fuses as number 10. So the battery I have is this one, the lithium battery. It has 480 cranking powers. And this battery is it's a good battery. And it has 4 posts. So this is the battery, in my opinion, that you need when you have all those accessories on your bike. This is the one you need. It's $233. Yes, maybe some people are going to say it's pricey, but it's a good battery. Or you can go get this one, which is also a great battery, and it's $105. So you can get it online. You can go slingmod, you go wherever. This is also a good battery. Most of the batteries for the Rykers are about $100, unless you're going to get something like this. Most of these batteries hold up for about 2 to 3 years, and a lot of that just depends on during the winter time when it's stored, if you're going to put it on a trickle and different things that you're doing with it. If you're just not going to do anything and never put it on a trickle, sometimes I tell a lot of people, hey, you're probably going to need a battery every 18 months. Who knows? And as we talked about the fuse box, this is what our fuse box looks like. So buying these little batteries, the ones that are coming down the left side, the red, blue, and brown ones, those are pretty cheap fuses, right? So you can get a little pack for like $10, or you can get a bunch of different ones for $35, depending on where you go. You get some of these at Home Depot. You can get some of these at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whatever auto parts store is in your town, state, so on and so forth. These I haven't bought yet, but obviously they do sell them. And you do need to replace these, because sometimes you pop fuses on these bikes all the time. Sometimes when your bike doesn't start, usually the first place that you should start at is with the fuses. So that's my top 10. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button for me right now. Please hit that like, get in the comment section if you've recently done any of these maintenances and you have any feedback on it, or you have pricing or places that you went. All these different parts are sold at Amazon, slingmod, BRP. You can get the eBay. You can get these parts everywhere. You can get deals on these parts. So don't just, buy the first thing that you see. Keep looking and shop the deal, but make sure that the part actually fits for the bike that you're shopping for. Please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, my friends, C8 Pate out.